What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. Today we're going to be talking about how to finish the contest of mayors in, 24 to 48 hours as a low-level player. All right, now some of these tips will also apply to high-level players, but you high-level players are going to have a much more difficult time finishing the contest of mayors that quickly. It is possible, though. It's absolutely possible. So this particular video, though, is just going to be for you low-level players. Now, I'm going to use this week as an example to show you guys some of the techniques that I use to get things to go a little quicker. If you haven't already done so, hit the like and subscribe button. I try to put videos out, every other day or so. If you have a video request, please put it down below. I've been sick with COVID the last week or two, so my videos have been really slow on getting out there, but I do have a lot of videos coming out for y'all. Okay, so first off is your prep. Now, obviously, that's going to be a huge, portion of how you get things done quickly, okay? So prepping your shops, prepping your factories is a must. Go through and prep whatever you feel you're going to get an assignment for, or whatever items take a while, whatever. So I always prep feed. I recommend doing that as a low-level player. As a high-level player, you're going to prep electrical, but remember, we're just going to focus on the low-level players. So the very first thing that you do at the beginning of your week is you do your task assessment and your breakdown, okay? Now, the task assessment isn't just so that you can remember, what assignments are premium versus non-premium. It's also so that you can rearrange your game to fit your current assignments, and that'll change as you do your assignments. For example, before I even begin my week, I can look at my list and then make several assessments based on just what I've been given here. I can say, okay, look, let's just say for shits and giggles that I prepped paint. I'm not going to pick up all of my paint and prep glue, but I can pick up one of the paint and prep one glue and at least get it started, all right? Or I can say, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait if it's, worth a lower value or something, if I need to. Also look at your surrounding assignments. Do you think that you're going to be doing the glue, relatively soon? Then maybe you want to prep it and get it on a token. You're going to try to time it the best that you can. In this instance, I have 3 doorways that are better than the glue, and those doorways will probably lead to other doorways that are decent. So right now, prepping the glue is not on the top of my list, but I do need to keep an eye out for chemicals if I find them. Okay, so I had the storage stuff, the pieces to do the storage assignment, so that's the first thing that I did. All right. I had prepped baskets in the farm store, and I didn't want to pick those up just yet for the grapes because that's way down on the list, and it just didn't make sense. So I did the storage. Then I get the mountain, which I did not have the items, but as we know, there's been a shit ton of them on the global market, so I was able to purchase those right away. Then I was able to start my deliveries. Now, what I do to prep my deliveries is, before the contest of mayors begins, I check the time on the plane. If the contest of mayors begins in 12 hours and my plane leaves in 8 hours, I don't just leave it to sit and wait on the time. I send the plane away without actually completing the thing. I just request a new delivery. And that way the plane will arrive and be ready when the contest of mayors begins, right? So if it's not going to be ready, but it's going to be gone anyways, you might as well just send it away. Okay? That way your timer is closer to when you may or may not need to do it. And you'll have some idea of the items that it's requesting, and that therefore you can be prepared for it when it arrives. So I was prepared for the Paris, so I was able to get that done right away. Then I paid the cash for the other 2, which again, low-level players, there's not, you know, a million different items, so, you know, you guys can get this shit done pretty quick. Then I got metal. Now, I had prepped feed. Now, normally we would not pick up anything, any of the feed and do metal, but you have to look at your surrounding assignments, and you have to also compare to what's going on in your life. It was midnight, 1 a.m. for me, so I knew I was going to sleep. Look at the rest of my list. I didn't have anything going for me. I basically had the grapes down below, the glue, the war attack that had just come in, and the metal. Now, it really didn't make sense to lower my average to do like the war attack or the glue when I'm gonna have to do the metal anyways. I'm going to sleep anyways. So it just didn't make sense, right? So what I did was I picked up 15 of the feed. Not all of them, but some of them. Picked it up and did the metal, okay? Then I got Expand Beach. I was able to go to the global market, find those rather quickly. I ended up getting a 3K upgrade. Now this is my second 3K upgrade in my list already, and I'm only like 6 assignments in. So I pretty much know I have to cancel at some point. But I'm not going to cancel yet because it just came in. So I actually purposefully rotated a 1K assignment in hopes that if it is going to give me an upgrade, it'll give me them all now, and then I can figure out where I'm at and what I need to cancel. It ended up giving me metal back, which I was able to do right away. Okay, so here we are. I've only been playing the game for about an hour, and I've already got 8 assignments done. In between the metal, I remember when I told y'all to, you know, get the glue going. I had already had the glue going on a token because I knew that it was coming up soon. Okay, so I was able to get that done rather quickly. Then I got the U for 1,000. So at this point, I say, okay, it's time to at least attempt a cancellation. I picked the Latin because it was the highest valued in the list. It was at its maximum value point, so it couldn't come back for more. It could only come back for equal or less. And it was had been sitting the longest, okay? It ended up giving me glass, at which point I knew I was going to sleep anyways, so I was probably just gonna prep all of the glass. I really didn't have much else to do. All I had was the grapes really down below, which I ended up picking up some of the actually I ended up picking up the baskets and putting down about 3 grapes, and it bit me in the ass because I was going to sleep. I didn't think I was going to get the baskets. I'm like, you know what? When I wake up in the morning, I'll have the grapes ready, you know? That backfired on me. I ended up getting baskets. So I ended up just prepping the baskets, junking the 3 grapes that I had, and I started the baskets on a times 12 token. Reason that I did that was because they take 2 hours each, and I was only going to sleep for about 4 hours. I wanted them to be done and ready for pickup so that I could immediately pick up my glass when I woke up if I needed to. I woke up, finished the baskets, and then I was able to pick up the glass immediately because they were ready. At which point, I was able to get the grapes done on a silver token. Okay. Now I got the shirts. Now, at this point, you guys, look at my list, okay? I had already, you know, tried a cancellation and I got the Latin back. So canceling was out of the question. I mean, we're going to cancel again and have it come back to bite us in the ass again. We had the 6 shirts, but that particular doorway wasn't being good to us. So, point being, we went with the Epic project. I explained why I did this in my other video, but I'm just trying to keep you guys, you know, this video is more about the prep and how to get things done quickly rather than the choices. I've already went through and explained the choices. So, I start the Epic, I donate what points I can to it. I get Beach, which I immediately, you know, moved to do that. Then I had to cancel. Epic again. Okay, now here we did the shirts, and then what I did was I ended up putting the jam after the shirts. So like I had already started collecting the pieces, and there was like 20 or 30 minutes left on my gold token. So I just immediately started the next line of production to be with the jam. Okay. Then we got the VU, which again, you know, I was already repaired for it and was able to immediately start that. Now, at this point, I started the grass on a silver token, okay, because I knew that was going to need to be done. So I had all 11 grass in queue, and I just started them on a silver token. Got the rest of my epic, you know, points in, which again, I was able to fit like 4 assignments into one epic project. Then I got VU again, which I was able to do. The launch rare war attack, which was pretty easy, okay. Then I had chairs, which I started on a ×12 token. Mountain. Launch legendary, I was able to do within 1 energy bar, because I have the Not in Kansas. Paris, this went really quick, because, you know, I had my inventory pretty well prepped to where, like, pretty much anything it could have asked me for was either easily obtainable or I already had it. Then I had to prep the smoothies. Now, this was kind of a pain in the butt because I really didn't have a whole lot of melons left over, so that kind of slowed me down just a little bit, but I was able to get that done rather quickly, even so. And I put that on a ×4 token. Okay, I always put my productions on some kind of a token, whether it be a 12 or a 4. I usually do it on a 4 times if it's like an item that takes 15 to 30 minutes. If it's an item that takes anything longer than that, I run it ×12. Then I got the VU. Okay. Now at this point, I went with the grass. It was already done and ready for pickup. Then I got the ward deliveries done. Okay. Now actually what I do with the ward deliveries is if I have the items for the first delivery, I pack the boxes, but I don't send it away. I just have them packed, and because they don't leave until the next war, right? So as long as you just remember to send it away before the next war, then you're not out anything. So that makes it to where I have it already ready, it's packed, I don't have to worry about nothing. So those were already packed, so I sent away the first one, and then I was able to get the second one, second and third delivery sent off, you know, pretty much immediately. At this point, I started my last resort rotattables, and I already had the repairs ready from the last VU because I knew I was going to be doing my last resort rotatable, so I let this sit. Now I got hit with baskets again, at which point I had to hunt down the melons and the glue and all that, and then I had to run it on a ×12 token. So this slowed me down quite a bit. It was like 2 hours. Okay, so now we are barely 1 day into the contest and we're already to 20 tasks remaining. See how quick you can get this shit done? So, prep the seeds. When I was prepping the seeds, I already had the cement going on a ×12 token because I knew I was going to be doing the cement. Because I was waiting for my upgrades to come in, it wasn't like, well, I don't know if I'm going to be doing the cement. You know, I may be able to work this doorway for a while. It wasn't like that. I knew that no matter what the seeds gave me, that I was going to be doing the cement soon because I had to jump around so I could get my last couple upgrades in. So I was able to get that done. I secured the epic project, which I wasn't going to do before the streaks because I didn't want it to come back in the streaks and cause me downtime. Got the war disaster for 3K. Then I got keys. Okay, now I was able to get that done immediately because I had the pass reward for it. Then I had the ×12 token was still running from the cement, so I was able to get the nails done immediately. I secured my final upgrade, and then I was able to start the streaks. Now I had already had the money ready for pickup in my depot, so that made that go quick. The deliveries to London, again, you guys, I was prepared for all the items with that, so that went really fast. This was a little bit of a slowdown. You know, I ended up putting this on a times 12 token, but it was only maybe 45 minutes to an hour of a, delay. This slowed me down, okay? I ended up actually having the premium pass at this point. This is when I purchased the premium pass. Because I knew I was going to purchase the premium pass anyways, rather than take double downtime, because I only had 40 factory slots, I decided to buy the premium pass now and cut my downtime in half. That allowed me to have like 48 slots instead of 40, okay? So it allowed me to get the textiles done in one batch, which I did. Then I got delivery to Tokyo. Again, those always go super quick. Super quick on the VU as well. Now this was another hour or so, yeah, about an hour delay on a times 12 token. I had prepped chemicals because I had about 2 hours of downtime and I didn't have chems secured. So just in case, I had prepped the chems. So when I got the paint and I didn't have chems, I had already had them ready for pickup, so I was able to use those, put this on a times 12 token immediately, and get it done within the hour. Then I got beach. Now this one took a while because I wasn't able to find beaches quickly, but I did get it done. Then the 3K VU. Metal obviously went really fast. Hammers I had on a token. I can't remember if it was a times 12 token or not, but I did put those on a token. Then I got the keys. Now, again, the keys always go super fast. I think I had one from the cargo, and then I had the 3 from the VU, and then I think I got one from like a gift box or something. Then I got repair, 5 disaster zones, so I launched twice. The mountain, that went super fast. Then I had wood, which again, super quick. Keys, always pretty fast on the keys, you just do your VU. Now here, I already had some of the bread rolls prepared, and then I just put the rest of them on a token. Planks I put on a gold token. Then I got hit with the double downtime of glass. Now this part is important, y'all. Pay attention. I did the storage capacity, okay? But here's what I did. Normally, what you do as a low-level player is you prep the second half of the glass first. Because let's say that you have, let's say it's calling for 48 glass, okay? And you have 40 factory slots. You can prep 8 glass and keep working. Then once you start the glass assignment, you prep the other 40 because you're not doing anything anyways. This way, if you get a factory assignment in between the time, you can do it. But this was a different situation. I wasn't doing any other tasks. So what I was able to do was I was able to do the exact opposite. And it ended up helping me out. As you can see here, we're already onto our tickets. We only had like 5 tickets left. I did the storage capacity because I knew that I was going to do it anyways, and I really needed the space, to be honest with you. So what I did was I prepped all of the glass instead of just the second half, knowing that I wasn't going to be working on anything else anyways, right? That allowed me to then start the glass assignment, okay? Now, once I collect, the 48 or whatever pieces of glass, I can now prep the second half of the glass. Now, the reason that this is important is because I have the feed down below. See my point? So now, instead of prepping, another full batch of glass, I can prep like 12 to 15 glass, and alongside the 15 glass, I can prep the second batch of the feed, thereby cutting my feed downtime in half. Now that makes a huge difference, you guys, when we're talking about 10 hours for glass and 12 hours for feed for 2 rounds of each. Now we have 5 hours for glass, 5 hours for the second half of the glass, coupled with the second round of feed. alongside the 5 hours of glass. So the glass will run for 1 hour longer than the feed will run for 1 hour longer than the glass. So I did that. Because the feed only took up like 15 space, I had enough spaces to do the wood. Okay. Then I was able to pick up the second half of the feed immediately, right? And I was able to prep the first half of the feed. So now the assignment started, I can't do anything else anyways. I had cut my downtime in half. Then I started the feed, okay? Then I got the keys. Upgrade to War Disaster, which I was already prepared for. And now I got feed again. Well, here's the thing. I did something else that was actually pretty smart, y'all. Remember when we prepped this? And we had prepared the second half, so then we had filled the 48 factory slots. I had about 12 left over that I didn't pick up. I didn't just pick up all of the feed just because I could. I only picked up what I absolutely needed to, just in case I got feed again. Now, I wasn't expecting to actually get feed again, but I did it that way anyway. It left me with just enough to where I only have to prep one batch of the feed because I had just enough left over. Always make sure that you pay very close attention to how many it's asking for and the best possible way you can prep things, like if you're going to be off the game or whatever. It will make all the difference in the world. That could have easily added 24 hours of time to my contest of mares. So you guys, if you're prepping, if you're prepping your shops and everything, run your tokens, make sure you have your inventory set up, make sure that you guys are preparing your long factory productions. And once you finish one assignment, you immediately move to the next. Okay? And that should help you guys.